Hey guys, thanks for joining us. This is our first episode of an order unboxing for the mountain bike shed. You can visit us at mtbshed.com, have any of the things that we pull out today ordered and sent directly to your home. Or if you happen to be in St. Louis, Missouri, come visit us here at the MTB Shed. We're located in Eureka, Missouri, which is West County, St. Louis, straight out Highway 44. We've got a ton of great mountain biking trails here. We've got the Eureka Mountain Bike Park located here in our parking lot, so a small skills course with like 4 different trails, a bunch of different little jump lines to session. And then Bluffview, Greensfelder, and Chubb are all within 2 miles, all in different directions from the shop here. So come see us. We've got basically all mountain bike stuff here at the MTB Shed, but we follow my passion, so we also sell disc golf. As you can see, Linda's there in the corner. She's our shop dog. Come visit her. But we sell the rough wear stuff and a few other things as well. Electric skateboards, one wheels mainly. And then watches. We have Casio and G-Shock and Garmin watches, fitness watches. I've got antique watches here. Some old Casios from that all of us remember from the 90s. So a lot of really cool stuff. But anyhow, we'll jump right into it. Basically, the idea, I'll try to do this every week with you guys if I have time. But one of our suppliers will open up a box. We'll go through everything that came in the order. And then, you know, it'll give me a chance to kind of talk about each product, maybe why we bring it in this store. You know, everything we bring in, I go through and do the orders specifically. So either customers ask for them, or it's a product that I think that will bring value to our customers. So we'll get cracking on that. Behind me, you'll hear the grandfather clock with the Tiffany glass on front. That'll chime. We're about 10 minutes away from the half hour. So it'll chime then to kind of let us know we're there. If we happen to still be recording at 40 minutes, then we'll hear that go off and count of the hours. I think it'll be 11 o'clock when we do this. So yeah, hopefully we have some interesting things. I haven't gone through the box at all. It is opened up. Not a huge box here. So I figure we kind of start easy. And again, gives me an opportunity maybe kind of discuss some things with them. I can already see one product in there that I may not have the nicest things to say, that might ruffle some feathers. So yeah, stay tuned for that one. But yeah, let's get cracking. So first item here, I'll throw us on. I've got the shadow box here, so you guys can actually see these products a little bit closer. And we'll leave Linda on screen. Actually, we're going to take Linda back off screen because she has turned away from us in protest, I can only assume. One of the harder things to open, which typically isn't the case. So these are really neat. This is the Fidlock bottle. I don't know if any of you guys have used these yet, but the Fidlock uses a magnetic system to obviously lock the bottle onto your bike. Let's take Linda off screen. She's not participating. We'll jump back to Linda if she decides she wants to turn around and see us. Let's see here. Let's jump back to the, oh, here we go. All right, so a little bit more of this Fidlock system. You can see here, you just kind of twist it right on, twist off, and it pops right back on. So really neat system here with the Fidlock. Pretty cool just to watch it go right on. So this model here actually allows you to strap it on anywhere you'd like. So that's really cool. You can put it, you know, especially if you have issues with your shock mount. Maybe you want to put it up top on your top tube. I don't know what you want to do with it, but you can strap this guy anywhere. So the new Fidlock system is absolutely amazing. I think this will probably be the only water bottle we try to sell from this point forward. So you can hear that kind of positive clicking sound. So that's a Fidlock. Very cool. Check it out on the website. Fidlock's Fidlock. Yeah, check them out. Fidlock, order it on mtbshed.com. Get it sent to us. Yeah, pretty cool. So good start there. All right, here we've got the Panaracer Gravel King, 700 by 40C. We actually ordered this for a local rider. She is heading across state on her bike. She's going to ride her bike there and then do a gravel race and then ride back home. So the Panaracer is pretty common recommendation. A lot of people seem to really love this tire. This is the... Let's get you in the box. You guys can see a little bit more of a close-up of the tread pattern. So this is the SS, Gravel King SS. So you can see kind of a little bit smooth down the middle, but then we've still got some lugging on the sides, or I don't even know if you would call those lugs. It's hilarious that the second product that we opened at the mountain bike shed is a gravel tire, but really fun. Jenna, she actually, if you guys look back on our YouTube or in our on our podcast, Jenna did a couple of those. She actually did a, what was it? 700-mile trip. I don't know. She went from here to Indiana, so pretty cool. But these are for Jenna. So we do carry some gravel tires in stock, but we often have to special order specific varieties or whatever it may be. All right. Next we got a ton of chains. We're gonna have even more in here. These are 7/8 speed chains. So yeah, pretty bread and butter stuff here at the bike shop. We obviously go through a ton of these. If you ride bikes, you need to be checking your chain. You know, a lot of times these older bikes come in, they're so badly stretched to where we just kind of let it ride. And we let them know, of course, but you know, if your chain gets too stretched and you let it go for too long, you're not lubing, you're not maintaining your chain, it'll actually wear out the cassette and the chain ring. So, you know, let's say your chain stretches so badly it eventually breaks, and you go to put a new chain on, then next thing you know, every time you pedal hard, the chain's skipping and jumping. So do that before it's too late. You know, get a chain checker. They're like $8. Park Tool has one. We sell them on our website, mtbshed.com. Go there, order that. We'll ship it to your house for you. We appreciate it. But yeah, do that, because if you don't, your chain breaks and it was too stretched, can etch out the chain rings, the cogs, and then you got to replace everything. So what could have been a $15, $20 fix is now turned into, you know, on a 7/8 speed thing, you know, maybe a $70 fix. But if you're running like a 12-speed drivetrain, if you're running, you know, a $200 cassette, you definitely don't want to be doing that. So more chains again, 10-speed chains. People are still running 10 speeds. Most of your entry-level bikes now are coming with 10 speed, which is awesome. Because it used to just be, you know, you used to get like a 3x8 or, you know, something on the entry-level bike. So now you get something a little bit nicer. All right, so coming up next is tubes. So these are 27.5 by 2.4 inch tubes. We'll have to do a video on how to change a tube in a bike. So make sure you're checking your tire pressure every time before you ride. Most of our 27.5 Presta tubes are pinch flats. So people are trying to run too low a pressure on their bike, and then they are getting a pinch flat. So you'll know if you got a pinch flat on your bike, because you'll see two little, we call them snake bites, but you'll see two holes near each other on the tube. So yeah, that is the most common way of doing it. And since it's 27.5 Presta, we can guarantee that whoever is riding was probably going a little bit aggressive. So yeah, a good common tire. If you do get a flat, you want to find out why you got a flat. So make sure when you just unseat the one side of your tire, pull your tube out, keep the tube oriented the same way with the tire, then fill it with air. So that way when air comes out of the hole, you know where on the wheel or on the rim that there might be a puncture or something along those lines. So more Fidlock bases, obviously. The other half of the Panaracer tire. So interesting. That's the Gravel King SS. Very neat. That's about all that's in this order. It's hilarious. We do have here, this is a Park Tool BB22. So why would we order this? We do have a wide selection of park tools here in store for our customers. It takes up like 2 big, huge panels. I just ended up moving everything around. So we have everything from like park tool screwdrivers, scissors, you know, shop aprons, tool mats, park tool book, which is really good. Calvin Jones authored that. He was the first instructor at the Barnett Bicycle Institute in Colorado Springs, Colorado. So really cool, really good history behind Park. They still work hand in hand with BBI. That's where I went to school, and a lot of mechanics in the United States go. So we had a few people from Canada as well. And I want to say Amsterdam. That may have been a trail building deal. But either way, bottom bracket tool. So this is to get your square tapers out. So once you put your crank pullers on to get the crank arms off, when you actually need to replace that bottom bracket, your square taper, this is the tool that you need to accomplish that. So yeah, I just heard things moving around. I don't know what it was. But yeah, there's that tool. That's neat. I didn't have one for sale last week, so I let a customer borrow mine. Alright, and for some reason I thought it was necessary to, this is a bottom bracket, so again, this is our square taper. So I'll open this guy up for you. Maybe. So, square taper bottom bracket, threads in. So again, most of your entry-level bikes, entry-level mountain bikes, most hybrids, stuff like that, they're all going to be this square taper. So basically, you can see the taper. It's a square shape. And that rang for our half hour. But yeah, you can see the square taper, and then it's just basically compression that squeezes on. So your crank pullers actually are pulling it back off of that. And then you're left with this, and the tool that I just showed you, the Park Tool BBT-2, will help you in removal of these cups here. You'll remove them and you'll replace new. You can measure from here to here. This is 123 mil. So that is you know, we'll measure on bike to bike. Things can change. So as time goes by, your cranks, especially if they got loosened, or if you're riding mountain bike trails on a square taper, so on those entry-level mountain bikes, what's going to happen is you're going to kind of round out these edges here. And as those edges round out, then you're going to get play in your cranks, and there's really no tightening that up. So a good solution is to replace your bottom bracket, or even better is to just completely remove the square taper system, get yourself a new set of cranks, get a threaded bottom bracket in there. FSA has a really cheap one. You know, that one's fine. We sell that a lot. It's like 110 bucks with chain ring, and then you have to get a Mega Exo bottom bracket to go with the FSA stuff, or you can just get a typical Shimano system, race face, whatever you dig. So race face got some portable things as well, like the Affect. So we're checking out. If you have a square taper and you're trying to mountain bike with it, especially if you're on a one-by system, upgrade your cranks and your bottom bracket to a typical BSA or threaded bottom bracket. So that's fun. Cool. Do that. Upgrade your bike. Alrighty. I think that's about it. Yeah, we've got really just one other thing in here for the Q order. So stand sealant. So it's interesting. The only thing we used to sell and recommend for our customers was Stan's Race Sealant. Stan's Race Sealant actually has fibers in it that help do a little bit better job of you know, filling punctures and allowing you to continue down the trail. Unfortunately, about a year ago, this is well after the pandemic, I believe stands sold to an investment group. Shortly after this happening, I don't know if there was a change in formula. I don't know what the deal is with stands, but we had two separate shipments and a lot of stands raced that actually had like granule. It was like pelletized in there, so it, it wasn't good. I don't know exactly what's going on with the sand stuff. We still obviously carry it here in store because everybody loves it, so everybody's favorite. But we actually do not carry the race sealant anymore. So I do not bring that in. I do keep stands here. We also have orange seal, which is probably the second most popular to stands. We have muck off here. The muck off stuff seems all right. I'm not highly impressed with it. It does an all right job, but we even see on you know, certain tires that it maybe has a little bit of an issue sealing up. Tires maybe that aren't tubeless ready, whereas a lot of times stands race could take care of that. So, but mainly we use in the back room. WTB's got a new tubeless sealant out. It's really great. It seems to be holding up really well. We're probably only about 4 months into us using it regularly. So we'll see. I haven't got too much feedback on that, but WTB is a really great company. They don't just put out products without testing them. So I think that, you know, that'll be all right. Linda's decided she wants to somewhat get back on camera. Linda girl. Linda girl. Why are you being like that? She's being shy. I don't know what her deal is. You guys can come by the shop and see her. Like I said, stand sealant, still everybody's favorite. We do not do the race sealant anymore. Basically just more chains and tubes in the bag down here. But yeah, that's one of our supplier orders for this week. We'll end it here. I've got a different supplier to hit through, so we'll crack that box open and see what we got. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Oh, please subscribe, like, follow us on social media. We do a giveaway once a month. You've got to be on Instagram or Facebook to win it. So check us out there. We'll try to get live on YouTube again for the drawings, but as of now, we're not doing that. So yeah, MTBShed.com. Follow our social media, Mountain Bike Shed, or come see us MTB Shed here in St. Louis, Missouri. See you guys.